us here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. He may try and run for this. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. 63 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Eagles 0. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
On the ground, it's Evans. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 24-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Philadelphia.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Evans. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
for this. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
He can run for it, and he will. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try to run with Harris. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run with Harris, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Damian Harris, touchdown number 18 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
This Washington 14, Eagles 3. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's going deep for Brown. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball, a little dangerous, could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Returning it is Moore. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 15. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
There's Evans again, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Evans has it left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throw left side complete. It's Evans. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Jackson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Henry Ruggs. In the final seconds of the first half. There the Eagles are back within a score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. He's going to keep it again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
And an Eagle first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 34. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play. First down, Eagles.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
At the 15-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Is a turnover on down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Ayuk. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Harris. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Throw right side, got to be taken in by Ayuk. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
The 41-yard line.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A give to Harris. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards the pickup, 1st down Washington.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, it's Harris, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. On 2nd down, it's Harris. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They're trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Damian Harris with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes this Washington 28. Eagles 10. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Evans, the ball carrier.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Eagles 10. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next